From Gary Berry Stadium, welcome to the District 11 Channel High School Football pregame show. I'm Haley Washington. Coming up, we will look at tonight's Week 6 matchup between the Rock Canyon Jaguars and the Doherty Spartans. And we will check in with the men calling tonight's action, Barry Reed and Walter Johnson. We will look at the current league standings in the football, volleyball, softball, and men's soccer. And we will show you part of the conversation as our Barry Reed sat down with the head coach of the Doherty Spartans, David Joyce. Let's get started, shall we? Tonight's matchup features the 1-4 Rock Canyon Jaguars of first-year head coach Brian Lamb coming into Gary Berry Stadium to take on the 4-1 Doherty Spartans of head coach David Joyce. This is just the second meeting between the schools, with the Jaguars winning last year. In that game, Jaguars senior tailback Eric Williams carried the ball 30 times for 279 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Rock Canyon led 34-0 after 3 quarters. Doherty's Zach Young was held under 100 yards and found the end zone just once, making his first start junior quarterback Evan Powell threw 3 interceptions in the game, where the teams combined for 5 turnovers. Doherty's lone score by Young was in the fourth quarter and made the final score 41-7 Jaguars. Rock Canyon finished the 2012 regular season with a 6-4 overall record, and their 4-2 league mark earned them a trip to the playoffs, where they fell to Chaparral in the first round by the score of 43-3. Safeties Noah Parker and Connor Schmeets will have their hands full trying to stop the state's top rusher, while quarterback Ryan Hommel leads a balanced offense that has found success, scoring through the air. 9 of the 10 Jaguar touchdowns have come via the pass this season. Hommel has thrown at least 2 touchdowns in every game this year. It is homecoming week for Doherty, which had its 6-game winning streak dating back to last year, stopped last week by the Legend Titans. The Spartans won their final 2 games of the 2012 campaign, finishing 2-8, then continued the success, going 4-0 to start this season under second-year coach David Joyce. The defense has been solidified and has allowed less than 90 points through the first 5 games. That is 100 points fewer than through the first 5 games last season. The offense is led by the state's leading rusher, senior tailback Zach Young, with 129 carries for 1,072 yards so far. Young has found the end zone an astonishing 19 times here in 2013. Young is on pace to claim the state rushing title, a feat not accomplished by a Spartan since Craig Van Horn in 1999 with 2,161 yards. Now, it is time to introduce the gentleman who will be bringing you the call of tonight's game. High above the 50-yard line, Barry Reed and Walter Johnson.
Partner, it's homecoming for Doherty and weather conditions that are conducive to the running game. The wind has been blowing all day, and rather fiercely, this passing attack of Rock Canyon going to be a severe test.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. Well, we'll get that turned on. It's a good thing, too, because one thing Doherty has is the state's leading rusher. That'll serve them well tonight. Matter of fact, I'll get right into the keys to the game, Barry. Doherty, we want to run Zach. We want to run Zach some more. I talked to Chris Noel earlier. He said that they like to throw the ball around a little bit, too. We won't be able to do much of that tonight. So expect a lot of Zach Young, and expect to see that Doherty offensive and defensive line taking care of some business tonight.
And there you go, the keys to the game. We will see which ground game prevails. Rock Canyon a little light, according to head coach Brian Lamb, up front offensively and defensively. Doherty looking for its first winning season since 2006. Now back to more of the pregame show with Haley Washington. Haley, take it away.
Thank you, Barry and Walt. We will be back to you for kickoff in just a few minutes. Now it is time for our weekly look at the league standings for football, volleyball, softball, and men's soccer. In the 3A Southern League, the Classical Academy Titans hold a 1-game lead on Pueblo East and Pueblo County as league play begins. With a 5-game league schedule remaining, the stakes just got higher for all teams. For the Coronado Cougars to maintain their lead in the 3A South Central League, they must make history against longtime nemesis Mitchell. The Marauders hold the all-time series advantage 33-4. A Coronado win would be the first time they have ever defeated Mitchell in back-to-back meetings. In the 4A Pikes Peak League, the game of the weekend might be Pine Creek at undefeated Falcon, as both are in a 3-way tie for the league lead at 2-0. The loser would fall a game back of the winner and Ponderosa. In the 4A Foothills League, the three-team logjam was busted last night as Pueblo South handed undefeated Pueblo Centennial their first loss. Pueblo West will play Canyon City, looking to stay abreast of the Colts. The 5A Pioneer League will have a clear leader after Fountain Fort Carson and Legend meet this weekend. The Spartans and SaberCats will look to win and stay just one game back of the winner. Doherty will face Fountain Fort Carson in 2 weeks. Taking it to the court, the latest volleyball standing show, the 4A Pikes Peak League, is being led by Lewis Palmer and Cheyenne Mountain. Both secured hard-fought victories over Air Academy this week, knocking the Cadets back 2 games. LP and Cheyenne Mountain play October 15th, and that match could settle the league championship. Coronado needs to win its match with Woodland Park Tuesday in order to secure the 4A CSML title. Mitchell dropped both league matches this week and faced Mesa Ridge Tuesday for a chance to end in a second-place tie. Defending state champion Doherty responded well after dropping 2 non-league matches last week. The Spartans opened league play with a 5-game victory over Rampart in the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League. Palmer opened league play with a loss to the Rams. We will have Palmer visiting Doherty live October 10th on the District 11 channel. Making our way now to the Diamond for girls softball. Woodland Park completed 4A Colorado Springs Metro League play undefeated as they closed the regular season with a 20-0 shutout of Mitchell. Widefield finished second 2 games back. The 4A Pikes Peak League regular season champion is Discovery Canyon, who finished league play undefeated as they have now won back-to-back league titles. Falcon, Air Academy, and Palmer Ridge finished 2 games back. In the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League, Pine Creek secured the league title and perfect record in league with a 3-2 victory over Palmer on Tuesday and last night's 6-4 win over Rampart. Now we make our way to the pitch for men's soccer, where the 4A Colorado Springs Metro League has a new leader as Mitchell had a 3-0 week and is undefeated in league. The Marauders need a win over Mesa Ridge to wrap up the regular season title. Air Academy remains perfect on the season to lead the 4A Pikes Peak League. The Cadets can wrap up the league title with victories over Vista Ridge and Falcon to close out the regular season. In the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League, Pine Creek took control with its victories over Liberty and Doherty. The Spartans scored a big victory over rival Palmer Wednesday night and must defeat Liberty to claim second place in league. Catch the replay of Doherty and Palmer here on the District 11 channel. Earlier this week, we sent our Barry Reed to sit down with Doherty head coach David Joyce. Here now is part of their conversation.
After a 4-1 start, last week's loss to Legend broke a 6-game winning streak. Just like your previous job, the turnaround has been rapid. What are your thoughts about your first 16 games here with the Spartans?
Well, last year our record was 2-8, but we were a better football team than 2-8. We lost a couple games due to the kicking game midway through the year, and then we talked to Alexis Charles, great kicker, hasn't missed a PAT yet, and coming out and kicking, and that helped, get those 2 wins in the end. I feel like we'd had her all of last year, we probably would have went 4-6, and so I felt like we were a 500 team last year. And whenever you win your last game in double overtime, and the momentum pushing with our senior class and having access to your players every single day, you're able to push on to the next season. And so we'd been working for since last November for this season. And so the guys rolling into this season were really well prepared, had invested in the program. And that's the key, is if you can get those boys invested, then you can turn a program around pretty quick.
How do you control the emotions of this team as hopefully they continue to rack up wins and the season just continues, improves, and builds to the playoffs? How do you maintain the emotions of this team?
It's tricky. It really is tricky. Senior leadership really helps, because, I was at Battle Mountain and we went 9-1, and our perfect season was ended because of a last-second field goal, 22-21 against Rifle. And that was the perfect season. That was our league championship. That was our seeding in the playoffs. And I talk a lot about how there's no takebacks in football. We can't take back that we lost against Legend. There is no tomorrow for you guys. You have a guaranteed this many games left. And we talk all the time about how each young boy is blessed with 40 football games in their life, period. Some of them get to move on, not very many, but everybody gets 40. And for some of you guys, you've got a guaranteed 5 games left, period. Nothing's guaranteed yet. Playoffs, nothing. And so, we preach and harp that every single day so that nothing's taken for granted. We only focus on this moment, this play, this game. And, they take that step to heart, I feel like, with the seniors, just because of last year. This is their 3rd year for a lot of them on the field. And I think they start to feel it at this point that, hey, you know what, this really is my senior year. We can't take nothing for granted. And it's, it is tricky, though.
Let's go down to the field now as referee George Demetrio has assembled the captains for the coin toss. Our time is up. Thank you for tuning in to the District 11 pregame show. I'm Haley Washington. High school football straight ahead here on the District 11 channel.
Homecoming night for the Doherty Spartans. The NJROTC Navy Color Guard and platoons on the field presenting the colors before tonight's game. And we are about ready to get underway, partner. It is cold. Freezing. It is windy.
Freezing.
It is football weather.
Yeah, this is not football weather. This is penguin weather. It is freezing out there. Should have a little fun tonight, partner, as we get ready for the national anthem.
You look at these two teams, Rock Canyon just 1-4 coming in. Doherty, the opposite, 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And, Doherty has its fate in its own hand midway through the season. They've got a game with Fountain Fort Carson left. They've got a game with Palmer left. They've got a game with Valor Christian left. And then they have got tonight's game left. You win 3 of those 4, you're sitting 7-2 at absolute worst. You put a scare into Valor, and you wake the rest of the 5A up going into the playoffs.
Well, I'm going to go you one better. I think we put more to scare into Valor. I think we beat Valor, but that's another story for the rest of the we'll get into that as we get into this game, partner. The thing that Doherty has to look out for tonight, Barry, is that old word, overconfidence. You never take an opponent lightly. Coach Joyce has mentioned that on more than one occasion. I think Doherty's going to come with their A game tonight, but that A game is going to be a bit stifled tonight, Barry, because we've got a wind blowing from north to south, and Rock Canyon will kick off going north to south. That's going to prohibit a lot of passing, so we should see a lot of running tonight from the Spartans.
This one muffed at the goal line by the Spartans, now kicking out to the right side, Tristan Marshall. And Marshall will carry it out close to the 25-yard line. Looks like they will spot him at the 24. 1st and 10 Spartans from there.
Barry, before we get too far into the broadcast, I got 2 words for Erin Andrews. That's Haley Washington. She's gonna take over that those duties. What a fantastic job that young lady did on the pregame show.
It's nice to have somebody that can make us look good.
And that's hard. That is not easy.
So Zach Young, the leading rusher in the state, going to start him in the spread out on the left-hand side of the formation. Now he comes in motion. And it's going to be a reverse around to the outside. Zach Young ahead for they're going to spot him out of bounds at the 32, it looks like. So it'll be a pickup of 8 on the play, bring up 2nd and 2. But Zach Young leads the state in rushing, has 129 attempts, carried the ball 200 times last year. He's on pace for 250 carries. And out there in front, and they're not looking for it, as Doherty runs a quick screen out to the right-hand side. The ball is complete from Evan Powell. Looks like he's going to be a short gain of 1. Then bring up 3rd and 1. And up to the line quickly. Doherty running a hurry-up offense. Now the give off to Young to this side, and he's got the corner. Young tripped up as he crosses the 40 out to the 42-yard line. Dexter Webb, the 5'9 junior cornerback, making the tackle. But it'll be 1st down for the Spartans. And one thing I've noticed about Rock Canyon, looking through the stats, partner, their leading tacklers are their safeties.
And that's
tonight against Doherty, that is going to be a problem. Powell over the middle, a little bit thrown behind. It will fall incomplete, intended for Lalo Porras, the 5'9 senior. So Doherty now with 2nd and 10. Slot to the right. And now a little delay on the ready to play signal. We get it. 2 receivers in the slot for Doherty. Pitch off to Young on the quick pitch to the right. Dives in, kicks out, gets across the 50. They'll spot him at the midfield stripe, give him 7 more. Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Spartans.
Partner, before we get too far into this game, our referee tonight is George Dimitro. He will be ably assisted by Rex Watson, Nate Wadman, Chad Hessel, and Joel Wilson.
Doherty in a hurry-up offense. 2 receivers right. This time they'll bring the slot to the left. Give it off to Young inside the slot, off tackle. It'll be a gain of 4 and a 1st down. So Doherty very methodical in this game.
Well, they're going into the wind right now, partner. And if you're going into the wind, passing is not going to be your friend. If you have a strong running game, as the Spartans do, why not give it to your horse and let him ride into that wind? It's not going to hurt him much.
19 touchdowns for Zach Young on the ground. 10 for Evan Powell throwing the ball. So production that we don't see a lot of times, especially this year. This team has both of them. Give off to Young, cuts it in, now finds a cutback seam. Spins his way, keeping his balance inside the 35. And there's going to be a gain of 12 down to the 34-yard line, and another Doherty 1st down.
You know what I like about this offense right now, Barry? Everybody knows you're going to go to Zach Young. But the thing is, Doherty's finding some innovative ways to get him the football.
Powell back, straight throw, complete to the 25-yard line. Porras with his second reception of the night. And it'll be another Doherty first down, so a gain of 10. And this is an impressive drive as we have seen all year long. Two receivers to the left. Load up that side. Quick pass out here. Now nice cut back inside with the reception. That's Brandon Supernaw, the 5'11 senior who spent the better part of the last 2 years at quarterback for the Spartans. He'll be ahead for a gain of 5, bring up 2nd and 5. So Powell, who took over as a starter in this game a year ago, now Wildcat formation. Young to take the direct snap. He'll take it and scoot it around the right-hand side. Through a crease inside the 10, still driving his legs inside the 5, and he'll be shoved out of bounds. Gain of 14 down to the 4-yard line, and a first down for the Spartans. In motion and with the keeper, Zach Young in for touchdown number 20. 8:55 here in the first. Doherty takes it and goes 76 yards on their opening drive, and Zach Young finds home for the touchdown.
Excellent opening drive by the Doherty Spartans, Barry. You wonder if Rock Canyon is going to allow Doherty to have this kind of success on offense all night. What kind of a night it's going to be for Rock Canyon? That was a little too easy on that.
Alexis Charles in for the kicking duties. (24-24) for Alexis Charles. She is still perfect on the extra point attempts this year. And you heard David Joyce talk in the pregame show about what a weapon she has become. And if he'd have had her, they might have won 2 or 3 more ball games last year and been a 500 team. As you see, a jubilant halftime or Doherty sideline, and here's a replay of the touchdown.
Watch it take a direct snap here, and then he's going to go right up the middle. Just no resistance whatsoever for that touchdown run.
So now Charles comes out. She'll set it up at the 40-yard line. .54 senior, soccer player. And they scouted her out and asked her to come do the kicking. And she has been magnificent. Low squib kick heading for the sideline, staying in till just then. Almost got it to stop there on the sidelines. But it'll be out of bounds, and Rock Canyon will start this possession at the 35-yard line.
As good as that young lady can kick a football, Barry, was probably more like shameless begging when they brought her out to come out for the team.
We asked David Joyce before the game, with this wind at her back, would you let her try from 50? And David Joyce said, with Alexis, you never know.
That's exactly what he said. So let's not be surprised to see it.
He wouldn't put it past his senior kicker to launch one. So Rock Canyon comes out. Ryan Hommel is the quarterback. 9 touchdowns throwing this year. He has 3 games where he has at least 3 touchdowns. And this first carry is going to be right back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain. Howard with the carry. Comes in with 85 carries for 389 yards, averaging 4.5 a pop. 2nd and 10. Rock Canyon with the wind at its back. In the eye, send the wing in formation, or in motion across the formation. Give off the left-hand side. And it'll be a gain of a couple. That is Wagner with the carry for Rock Canyon. Harrison Wagner, the 5'8 junior. And the tackle for the Spartans was Chris Paxton, the 5'10", 190-pound junior for the Spartans.
Well, that's not going to be good.
That's going to be motion. Rock Canyon, the trips formation on the left-hand side. Got started a little bit early.
Well,
bring up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11 after the 5-yard mark off.
The left guard decided that he needed to get out there in a hurry and see what was going on, and got out there a little too quick, actually.
Doherty setting up in a 3-man front and bringing the linebackers off the edges up. So similar to a 5-man look. Hommel comes over and talks to Brian Lamb, the first-year head coach.
And one of the things that you're going to watch from the Doherty standpoint tonight, partner, they're doing a lot of things that they want to get better at during the season. You're going to see a lot of different things from Doherty tonight.
Bunch formation to the right, and Hommel's going to roll out that way, looking for an opening. He has a man open and out at the 50-yard line. Completion out there to Austin Cordum, the 6', 180-pound senior, makes the catch. Cordum on the year, 14 receptions, 173 yards, 2 of the touchdowns through the air. So first down for Rock Canyon. Now in the eye. Trying it running left, good pursuit for Doherty, and Harrison Wagner is brought down. Be 2nd and 9. And if you're the defensive coordinator for Doherty, you've got him in 3rd and 11 situation, you give up the first down conversion. On a night like tonight, you can really demoralize a team getting them off the field.
I think you might have wanted to put a little pressure on them on that play. We'll see what he do on this play.
Bunch the trips to the right, out in the flat, incomplete. And Wagner takes a vicious shot from Darian Stickney, the 6'2 junior. So that is going to bring up 3rd and 9.
I think Doherty did bring some pressure on that play, Barry. At least they got their defensive line up the field in a hurry, and I think that's one of the things they're going to want to look to do, not give him time to sit back there and look over the field like he was able to last time.
Now 4-man front for the Spartans. Bring it around this side, nowhere to run for Dexter Webb, the 5'9 junior. Will actually lose a yard. It'll bring up 4th and 10 at the Spartans' 49-yard line.
I saw something on that play that I haven't seen from Doherty in quite a while, and that was a linebacker that has sideline to sideline speed. He went from where he was on the right side of that formation all the way over to the left side to make that tackle. That's good defensive speed by the Spartans.
Tanner Kuda, the 6'3 junior, will be on to punt for Rock Canyon. Doherty not dropping anybody back, at least not yet, expecting a possible fake or willing to give up the yards, and kick is away, so they will give up the yards.
Not a
Takes
good
a hop at the 7.
Not a good decision.
And then a backspin. And it will be down at the 7 by Wagner. And that's where Doherty will start drive number 2. So good stand for the Doherty Spartans. They give up the 1 first down, but then force the punt on the next set of downs. And they will take back over with their 7-0 lead from the 7-yard line.
You almost have to think that was a mix-up in signals, partner, because you don't think nobody would have been back to grab that punt. I think somebody missed a signal on the Doherty special teams.
Well, I'm almost thinking with the wind it might carry into the end zone. And 2, ball at the 49, why not take an early gamble? You're 1 and 4.
Well, good point.
There's encroachment by Rock Canyon. That will give the Spartans a little more room to operate here.
Play, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
George Demetro maintaining law and order out there tonight, partner.
1st and 5. Powell puts Supernaw in motion, and the pitch off to Young to this side. Oh, great job of Young cutting it back in, setting up a block for Porras, and he's out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. That is a gain of 10 and another Doherty first down.
Got a stat for you, partner, that you may find easy to believe or hard to believe, depending on how you look at it.
Get to that after this play. Powell with Young in the backfield. Straight give off, and this time Rock Canyon is there. A whole host of Jaguars. In on the tackle is Bobby Rexroth, the 5'11 sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
And also Alex Korn, the senior. Korn, one of the leading tacklers on this team. Now out in the flat, and it's going to be a little too far out of Zach Young. Incomplete, so it will be 3rd and, we'll call it 3rd and 9. There wasn't much of a gain on that first down carry by Young.
Yeah, I actually didn't give him anything, so they did give him a yard, so I better change that.
Doherty trying to up-tempo this game. Coming to the line, Powell calling the plays. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Fake to Young, down the seam. Pass is caught.
Oh, what a tackle.
Good tackle by the safety for Rock Canyon. And that is Connor Schmeets, the 6'1 senior. And it's going to be short of a first down. They spotted the ball at the 37. They needed 38, so it's 4th and 1. And David Joyce leaves the offense on the field. Wildcat formation. Stack it to the right side. Hit in the backfield is Zach Young. I don't think he got it. Looks like Rock Canyon held.
Well, if he got it, he barely got it, but I'm with you, partner. I think he might, well.
Needed the 39, and as the players separate from our vantage point.
Well, need the 38, actually, partner.
Needed the 38.
He's a little
bit. From that spot, it looks like he's got it.
Yeah, they're going to measure this, and I think he might have it by about the nose of the football.
So we would take a timeout, official's timeout for measurement. We'd like to take, wait till after the chains are set here and the decision is made.
Oh, he just barely got it.
By the length of a football.
Oh, he just barely got it.
First down, Spartans. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Louie and all the folks over at Louie's Pizza for providing dinner to the student volunteers and staff bringing you tonight's broadcast. We invite you to stop by one of Louie's 5 locations across the Front Range. Check out all they do for students of District 11. We thank them for all they do for the students of District 11. Powell drops back, fakes once, now looking for the home run ball down the sideline. Great job of stopping his momentum and making the catch for the Spartans. Zach Zimmer, the 6'1", 180-pound junior, with the reception. Zimmer came in with 8 catches for 222 yards and a touchdown. Did a nice job of controlling his body on that one for another Doherty first down. 2 receivers left. Run Zach Young around this side. Inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 8, it'll bring up 2nd and 8. David Joyce told us he was going to use multiple formations and throw a bunch of things at Rock Canyon tonight, and we have seen a whole lot out of this offense.
Well, I know one formation Rock Canyon's tired of seeing already, and that's Zach Young running at him. They've had about enough of him already, I'll bet you.
3 receivers to the right. Now they'll hold up the signboard on the other side with the change of play. Seven in the box. They hit the quick hitter. And it'll be incomplete. Throwing for Porras. Porras unable to throw it, to pull it down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Spartans.
Huge homecoming crowd for the Spartans on the east side of the stadium there, Barry.
On a night not
Conducive.
fit for being outside, not conducive, yes.
Even a former Doherty alum that we'll talk about in a minute is here tonight.
Give off to Young off the left-hand side, and it's going to be enough for a first down as he turns inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now, most folks might not know, Barry, but our boss, Deborah Ashby, is a proud Doherty alum, and she has made her way to the stadium tonight. I thought she'd be here a little early for the soccer game, but she didn't make it for that. But we'll forgive her for that.
Coming in to check up on us and watch Haley Washington work. Powell resets Young to his left side. 3 receivers in a bunch to the right. Now the play changes again. Dave Joyce wants a timeout as there's confusion on the offense. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter at Gary Berry Stadium. And the Spartans on homecoming night enjoying a 7-0 lead here early. This gives us an opportunity to remind you that if you'd like to own a copy of this or any of the exciting action we bring you here on the District 11 channel, we've got 3 ways for you to get it. By email at channel16@d11.org, by phone at 520-2269, and also ordering online. Go to www.d11.org. In the bottom of the homepage, there is a quick link for D11 on TV. And then in the upper left-hand corner, the tab for the order form. DVDs, just $3 as you look at the Rock Canyon coaches and now the Doherty offensive huddle.
Partner, you ready for a stat that you might find surprising, even though you've been here for every bit of this game? Zach Young, 12 carries, 84 yards.
Not surprising at all.
We're only 9 minutes into this football game. If you're on the Rock Canyon sideline, that is not a good stat to hear. Project that over the course of this football game, and that might be close to a state record.
A little bit below his 8.3 yards per carry average. The first 4 of the first 5 games, Zach Young has been over 200 yards. Went for 279 last year against Palmer in the Week 9 tilt. Now Young is in the Wildcat, and good job, good pressure coming off of this right edge. And Young will go down for a big loss in the arms of big Bobby Rexroth, the 5'11 sophomore, 160 pounds. That's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Make that 12 carries, 81 yards.
Option out to Young. Sidesteps one tackle down the sideline. Cuts it back in before he's hauled in inside the 10-yard line. So a gain of, see where they spot him. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 14. So a pickup of 14 and another Doherty first down. The 10th first down for the Spartans already in this game, and this is just their 2nd possession. Powell back in at quarterback. Powell with a little read option, fake to Young. He'll carry it himself, get down to the 10-yard line. Pick up of 5, bring up 2nd and 5.
Wow, what an impressive offensive showing by these Spartans so far, Barry.
Powell in the shotgun. Start the man in motion. It's a reverse. Use Young as a decoy. And it's straight down the field into the end zone. Touchdown, Kyle Carey, the junior, 5'9" and 175 pounds. And Carey is into the end zone for touchdown number 1 of the year. Carey had 13 carries for 84 yards coming in. So add 10 more and a touchdown. Alexis Charles on to do the extra point. So 2 drives by the Spartans, meticulous. And Alexis Charles into the wind, misses her first extra point in 2 years of kicking for the Doherty Spartans. She pulled it a little bit left, and it will remain 13-0.
Oh, that's a shock. Very, very impressive drive by the Spartans there, Barry. And Rock Canyon, looking at the 2 offensive possessions that Doherty has had tonight, they've got to be concerned now because they're saying, okay, wait a minute. This is not just one guy that we have to worry about here tonight. These guys are pretty good.
We invite you to join District 11 for our latest community book talk. It happens on October 30th from 6 to 7:30 down in the boardroom in the main administration building at 1115 North El Paso. We will be discussing the talent code. Short kick fielded at the 30. Run around the left-hand side. Tackle for Doherty was made by Vince Peterson, the 5'8" sophomore hustling down. On the return was Trevor Howard for Rock Canyon.
Had a chance to talk to Chris Knoll before the game, partner, and he said this is our first look at the Spartans this year. And he said, unfortunately, with this win, you may not see the real Spartan offense, and I'm a little scared now. If this isn't the real Spartan offense, it might be a little scary what they can do on offense.
1:35 left to go in the first quarter, trailing by 13. Rock Canyon will run it off the right side and into a wall of Spartans. Howard with the carry after the return. Howard back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Be 2nd and 10.
Well, we said they needed to win the battle up front. Rock Canyon did, and so far, neither offensively or defensively are they winning that battle.
Bunch 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Doherty rolls up into 5-man front, bring pressure off the opposite side goes Ryan Hommel, and Hommel is out to the 39-yard line before he is brought down. That'll be a gain of 5 and bring up a more manageable 3rd and 5.
Hommel said, if I can't get it with my arm, I'll try to do it with my legs. And
Ryan Hommel, 24 carries coming in there, 94 yards, so give him 25 and just under 100, just under 4 yards per carry on the season. For the junior 6'1", 180-pound quarterback. Now trips to the right here on 3rd and 5. Howard in the background, pressure coming for Doherty. Hommel looked like he was going to keep it and finally just throws it away to avoid the sack. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. Pressure there for the Spartans by Brendan Lucero, the 5'9" senior. Getting into the backfield and disrupting what the Jaguars wanted to do there, and that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Well, he ended up running for his life, and he knew that if he tried to set and throw that football, that wasn't going to be good for his body, so he got rid of that thing quick as he could.
There is a group of freshmen that came into Doherty, and now they are all seniors. And they are having the kind of senior season that they wanted. 8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And the kick is up and away. Nobody back for Doherty. They will let it roll, and it will be killed at the 18. With the touch-up was Austin Cordum, the 6-foot senior. So Doherty will take over after completing a 93-yard drive. They will take over at their own 18 following the second punt by Rock Canyon. And I will say one thing about this strategy, not dropping anybody back for Doherty. Your offense knows it can go through these guys. It's done it on 2 drives.
Yes.
And you avoid a silly mental mistake or a turnover with the wind conditions blowing as your receiver is back there trying to make that catch.
True. But we're having some technical problems with our on-field microphones, so we won't have a halftime interview with the coaches. But I do want to go down at halftime and talk to the Doherty coaches about this strategy. I find it rather interesting that they're employing this strategy to see exactly what their thought process is on this. Because I think you can actually do some business in the punt game against this Rock Canyon team. I'm not sure they've got enough speed to stop you from doing some good things on offense. So I'm interested in seeing what the thought process is on the Doherty sideline as to why they want to do it this way.
Doherty has not registered a punt return all year looking at the stat sheet, so this is probably nothing new.
Yeah, that may be a strategy that they employ.
We will flip into the field and start the second quarter here with Doherty on top, 13-0. They have scored on each of their first two possessions. Now they will take the ball over at the 18. This time they will move with the wind at their back. Let's see if they open it up a little bit more or keep doing what's working, and that's just chugging along on the ground.
Well, giving Zach Young the football has not been the worst thing you could do. 14 carries, 95 yards. So I would think you would still see a little bit of that even with the wind at their back.
Young takes a direct snap. Now a lot of trickery. The pass intended out there for Porras. Talk about a different formation. The snap comes back. Well, first of all, they start Evan Powell off in a slot. Snap comes straight back to Zach Young, who throws it out to Powell, who then launches it, intended for Porras, and just overthrown, and Porras had a step. So now Doherty is going to put Powell in the shotgun. 4 receivers flood the right side of the formation. Zach Young on wide receiver screen, and great job by Rock Canyon, but Young somehow gets away. Traverses all the way across the field, cuts it back inside, and he's going to make something out of a loss. Just shy of the 24 out, or just shy of the 25 out to the 24. It's a pickup of 5. And Walt, that is a case of running about 30 yards to pick up 5.
And you know, the thing that really amazes me, watch this pass
up to the line already. Doherty with it. Powell has it. Quick hitter out to Supernaw. And Supernaw's ahead out to the 30-yard line for the first down. But now we look at the previous play and how Zach Young started on the right side, ran all the way to the left.
Yeah, well, we'll save. We got to save some of these replays tonight, folks, and give them to you a little later because Doherty's into that Bronco fast break offense. This is a little bit of fun, partner. I'm liking this.
3 receivers to the right. In motion is Zach Young. Give him the ball. Blockers out in front. A little bit of a crease. He turns it up. Breaks one tackle. And finally he'll be brought down across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards. And this Rock Canyon defense is wondering exactly what they're seeing because they are getting the egg beater treatment. It's coming from all directions.
All directions and fast.
3 receivers to the left. And the big placard call-in signal, I got to ask David Joyce about that.
I'm going to check with that at halftime too, partner. I'm gonna do some investigative reporting at halftime.
Powell out with the completion in or across the 45. Thrown out there to Zach Zimmer, the 6'1" junior. And Zimmer is ahead for another Doherty first down. Quickly up to the ball. Powell back, going to throw the screen to Young. Zach Young will take it inside the 45 of Rock Canyon. It'll be a first down. Great execution. Another formation, another look, another different type of play out of Doherty. And the pace is wide open.
Oh, they are just on a breakneck pace tonight, boy. I'm barely able to keep up with stats here.
I've been to Bandimere to watch the drag races, and they're making them look slow. Big hole across the middle for Zach Young. Zach Young will be ahead for the first down as they mark that completion just a little bit short. But now it's down to the 36-yard line. Doherty first down. Now Doherty spreads 2 receivers to each side. Powell in the shotgun with Young. Into the slot. Complete first down, weaving his way through traffic. This is going to be a touchdown for Kyle Carey, number 2 on the night. 36 yards from Evan Powell, and that is touchdown number 11, throwing for Evan Powell. Receiving for Carey, that is touchdown number 5.
This, my friends, is what you call execution. Nice pass in the open field. Find the area that you need to cut into and get into that area and take care of your business. Outstanding play.
19-0. They run the fake and go for 2. With the reception is Zach Zimmer on the conversion. And Doherty turns it up to 21-0. And for Zimmer, that is the second conversion of the year. But Doherty, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, a commanding 21-0 lead here. We have 9 minutes left to go in quarter number 2 here at Gary Berry Stadium, and Doherty is putting on a clinic.
You know, partner, I would tell you that I don't like this, but I love this. I love seeing this. The Spartans are really taking it to them right now. This is just good. Oh man, I just can't say enough about this.
The kick comes down at the 20-yard line, coming to the near side and finding a little bit of a crease and out near the 50-yard line. With the return is Trevor Howard. And Howard sets Rock Canyon up in great field position, just shy of midfield, their best field position to start. Let's see if they can do anything here. Now, if you're Doherty's defense, you've got this big lead. It's too early to totally ignore the run.
Yeah.
But you're going to see that a passing offense wants to pass. They are going into the wind, so you've got almost an extra defender. They're going to bring pressure on Hommel. Hommel's going to throw down this near sideline. In coverage was Tristan Marshall, and he had it played perfectly. The intended receiver for Rock Canyon. Trying to
that is myself
see a number. That is Jack Lamb, the 6'2", 180-pound junior wide receiver. That gold on white is difficult under the lights here to get a good view of. So 2nd and 10.
The one advantage, we'll get to that after this play.
3 receivers in a bunch. They're going to run Hommel to this side, and he is going to be swarmed under in the backfield. First one there for the Spartans was Deshaun Shirley Banks, the 5'8" senior. He got a little help wrapping it up from Vince Davis, the 6-foot junior, coming off that defensive line. Loss of 3 for Hommel on the play.
I was going to say the advantage that the Doherty defense has here, partner, is they don't have to worry about playing the deep ball as much because they'll be able to adjust on the deep ball because the wind's going to knock it down. So they can play a little tighter on defense here, and that's going to make Rock Canyon's job a little more difficult.
2 receivers to the right, 4-man front for Doherty. Now they'll bring a blitz out of the backfield. This one intended in the right flat for Trevor Howard, and the sophomore unable to bring it in. Doherty was right on top of it, would have been a big loss. But that is going to bring up 4th and 13 for the Jaguars.
I was going to say it's a good thing he didn't catch that ball because he might have got hit real hard on that play. There were a couple of Spartans in the area, and I don't know if they would have been very hospitable.
Doherty sporting their green on green with the white and blue accent stripe.
You said it earlier, partner. Look out for a fake here. What you got to lose, right?
The kick by Kuda is away. And once again, nobody back for Doherty. And this is going to spin out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Doherty will take over from there. Already leading 21 to nothing. 7:48 left to go before halftime. And that homecoming crowd on the far side is enjoying themselves immensely.
I have got to do some investigative reporting on this one. I've never seen this strategy employed at all about not having anyone back.
2 receivers to the right. Wing to the left. Young in motion. Now they'll change the play up. Powell steps up, looks over to his coaching staff. Trouble on the snap, and Powell is going to get swarmed under. That'll be a loss of 5 for the Spartans. Getting in there for Rock Canyon was David Pentagill, the 6'2", 200-pound senior. That defensive left side for Rock Canyon has some size to it.
It does.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. The right of the formation. They're going to run a little shuttle pass. This is Brandon Supernaw breaking into the open, and touchdown saving tackle made at the 33-yard line. That tackle is made by junior Quinn O'Neill, 5'8", 150 pounds, but a Doherty first down.
And quick pitch in the middle of the field there, partner, and Supernaw takes up right there. If he could have got past that one player, it would have been a foot race.
In motion, give it off to Zach Young. Good job of blocking up the middle. Young is going to be across the 40 for a gain of 8. Bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Spartans. So the Spartans have already gone 76, 93, and 82 for their first 3 touchdowns. This drive started at the 20. Fake to Zach Young, roll out into the flats, find Brandon Supernaw. Supernaw cuts it back in, down the sideline. Finally, he'll be wrestled out of bounds, close to the 35-yard line. They'll spot him at the 38-yard line. But Doherty with the wind at its back, able to open things up here in quarter number 2. Supernaw, 17 catches, 220 yards coming in. That's his 3rd or 4th tonight.
I got him for 5, partner.
You have him for 5? If we ever get a timeout, we've got part of my conversation with David Joyce that we can run about the change from Supernaw. And Powell is going to go down in a heap here. He was looking downfield for Zach Zimmer down the right-hand side, and the protection broke down. Collapsing in for Rock Canyon. I want to say the jersey says 78, but there is no 78 on the Rock Canyon roster. So,
could be 76, partner.
No, they don't have a 76 either. Some more investigative reporting for you.
Okay, I'll take on that.
2 receivers right, man in the slot, bring Young in motion to this side. It's a different form of student body right. Young is ahead. He'll get the 4 yards back that Powell lost on the sack. Tackle is made there by Noah Parker, the 5'7" senior. you've got cornerbacks and safeties making tackles for Rock Canyon. That's never a good sign.
Never something that you want to see, ever, because that means your front four is being dominated, your linebackers are not getting to the spots, and it's never a good thing to see your safety making those kind of tackles downfield. If the safeties make the tackle in the backfield, of course, that's okay, but downfield, you never want to see the corners and safeties making a whole lot of tackles.
Thought they were going to go to the Wildcat formation, but Powell comes back in behind center. Two receivers tight to the right. Throws out here and a little bit high, unable to be handled. Pass was intended for Porras. That is going to bring up 4th and 9. The wind at your back, the ball's at the 38. It would be a 55-yard attempt. Do you send Alexis Charles out?
No. Quite frankly, because my offense has been handling things so well, and the defense too, for that matter. No, I'm going for it at this point.
Pell has Young in the backfield, 2 left, 2 right. Throw it right down the seam, complete. First down. This is going to be a touchdown. Kyle Carey with his second receiving touchdown, second straight, third touchdown of the night. The hat trick. Let's take a look at it one more time.
He's going to drop back, and he's going to throw this right down the middle of the field, partner. And there was just absolutely no linebackers dropping in depth or safeties coming over. Too easy. That's pitch and catch, partner, and that's going to be a touchdown.
38-yard touchdown reception. Third straight touchdown for Carey. He got his run and then the back-to-back throws. Now Alexis Charles is on for the extra point. Trouble with the snap, and this one is tipped and then hits the crossbar. So she has her first miss on the previous possession, or previous attempt, and now Rock Canyon gets through and blocks it. So 27-0, 4:35 left to go before halftime. And for Rock Canyon, I believe that is the first blocked extra point on the year. But not much going wrong for Doherty.
No.
As they are out quick. They've had 4 possessions. They've cashed in each one of them for a touchdown. And they lead 27-0.
Well, the Rock Canyon coaches told us before the game they were a little concerned about how well Doherty could manufacture offense, and it's coming to fruition right now. They are really playing a good offensive football game right now. The defense hasn't been too bad either, by the way.
Charles puts it in play. High kick comes down at the 21.
Got some business here, bro.
It is fielded by Howard. And Howard will cross the 40 out to the 42-yard line. And for Trevor Howard, he has handled 6 kickoff returns coming in for just under 100 yards. His average is 15. He got 21 on that one, so a little bit more. That'll up the average a little bit. He has a return long of 28. So now I formation, 2 receivers left for Rock Canyon. Hummel under center. Brings Kortum in motion. Now it's a throwback. Hummel has it at the 35 and room to run. And he'll be wrestled down at the 49-yard line. Pick up on the play of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. So a little trickery coming out of Rock Canyon with all the misdirection they've seen out of Doherty tonight. Hummel brings him up. I formation. Once again, bring Kortum in motion. Second man through is Wagner, and he will get rocked. Gain of a yard just shy of the midfield stripe. This will bring up 3rd and 3 after the gain of 1. Ryan Hummel being affected by this wind, I'm sure, as Doherty didn't attempt to throw the ball into it earlier. Hummel, 47% completion. Again, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the year is all. His quarterback rating of 89. Now is split 2 to the right. 3-step drop into the near flat for Harrison Wagner on the slant. And it will be incomplete, bringing up 4th and 3. And now for the first time tonight, dropping back to the 1 will be Tristan Marshall, expecting a punt.
No, he's coming up, partner. He's going to come back up the field here, because they're going into an offensive formation. Look out! Look out!
Hummel in trouble. Skates away to the right. Lowers his head, leaves the ball on the ground. It's picked up by Rock Canyon at the Doherty 49, but that will not be enough for the first down. It should be about a yard short, and Rock Canyon went for it, and they will turn it over on downs. And Doherty will take over at the 49 with 2:36 left to play.
Tough break for Rock Canyon, partner, because they actually had that first down and would have been in position to do some things. Now you give it back to that Doherty offense in excellent field position, just shy of 50, and you're already down 27-0. That's not good.
So 2 receivers right. Bring Supernaw in motion. Give him the ball on the reverse. Zach Young leading the block this time, and Supernaw will be drugged down inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Doherty quickly back to the line. They have played with a frenetic pace all night. 2nd and 2, they spotted at the 43-yard line. Powell takes the snap, fake to Young. He's going to run off as this play is broken up. First down yardage and more down to the 34. That will stop the clock momentarily with 2:05 on the clock. And George Demetrio signals first down. Spartans quickly back to the line. Doherty just waiting on the chains. There is the ready to play whistle. Powell takes the snap down to the seam. And there it is again. Kyle Carey complete, and Carey will take it down inside the 15 to the 14. So a pickup of 20, and we have an injured Rock Canyon Jaguar on the ground at the 20. But Doherty once again moving.
Yeah, this is
Let's take a look at this and the collision.
it's that same seam route right down the middle that Doherty's been having such success with tonight. And let's see what happens here. Ooh, hit him right there with the shoulder. Yeah, right on the. See, watch when the contact comes, folks. See,
Connor Schmidus, the senior safety, putting the hit on Carey.
And he actually took more of the hit than Carey did when he caught the football. So we'll see.
A big part of this Doherty offense tonight has been the connection between Evan Powell and Brandon Supernaw. Got a chance to talk with David Joyce about the switch because Supernaw was his quarterback through the first 5 games of last year. So here is the thoughts of David Joyce on the switch of quarterback from Brandon Supernaw to Evan Powell. Looks like they are calling for some extra assistance on the field. And guys in the truck, it would be video 2. You made the switch due to injury to put Evan at quarterback, and he finished out the season for you. Talk about that maturity.
Well, Brandon Supernaw did a great job for us, and he broke his finger. And it was, he went back in the game against Legend. This was actually homecoming last year that he broke his finger. And Evan went in, and he did a great job of taking command, being calm, having a lot of poise. And Brandon Supernaw, if anybody knows Brandon, he is I don't want to call him a freak, but his work ethic, his body, he is just an animal. And moving him to slot receiver just allowed him to use that a whole lot more than when we had him at quarterback. He really couldn't do much with, his attributes physically like he can at receiver. And it's just been a really good switch for the entire program.
Brandon Supernaw, 5 catches, 52 yards tonight. So a good move that paid dividends with 2 wins at the end of last year, partner, and started with 4 wins and looking for a 5th with the way things are going here tonight. And you see them being very careful with Connor Schmeets, the 6'1", 170-pound senior safety.
As you want them to. You got all the time in the world. That young man's health is more important than anything else right now. I think I see some extremity movement, which hopefully I hope I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing is
well,
we've got
a subdued Doherty crowd as they are showing concern over the Rock Canyon player. Guys, let's run a short minute or so break if we can while they attend to Connor Schmeets. It's 27-0 Doherty, but the health of Connor Schmeets first and foremost.
Colorado Springs School District 11 is preparing every student for a world yet to be imagined through innovative technology offered throughout the district. One of the most efficient uses of technology in District 11 is the wireless access that can be found in any building on any of our campuses. Students and staff may bring their own electronic devices and use the Wi-Fi in all of our 52 school sites and administrative buildings. Students in some schools are offered one-to-one personal electronic devices, such as netbooks and laptops, for use both at school and at home. Technology-modeled classrooms help high school students connect to the world through use of web-based video teleconference systems. Many of our students take advantage of online classes as we extend learning beyond the walls of the classroom. In District 11, the world is changing. Meet the future. There are some exciting changes coming to D11 for the upcoming school year. This is Dr. Nick Coletti, Superintendent of D11. We're excited to announce that Watson High School will be the home of the new early college program. Students can earn a free college associate's degree while earning their high school diploma. There will also be career pathway programs in which students can receive advanced certificates in health sciences, automotive or hospitality, and culinary fields to be workforce ready upon graduation. For more information, log on to d11.org/Wasson or call 328-3009.
Everyone to D11 Healthy Habits. My name is Jessica Riders and I am your Employee Benefits and Wellness Manager.
Hi, and I'm Jamie Humphrey, your dietitian with Food and Nutrition Services. Over the next few months, we're going to share tips and tricks on incorporating healthy, nutritious foods into your life, whether it's how to stock a healthy kitchen to preparing nutritious meals that don't break the bank.
And today we are here at North Middle School. Did you know that meals in your local cafeteria are available for only $3 and the options are not only healthy but delicious too?
As part of the D11 Good Food Project, we serve real food from scratch, made fresh daily by our executive chef and a wonderful team of folks that prepare food at 65 locations across Colorado Springs.
And not only that, but D11 Food and Nutrition Services purchases many items locally, including antibiotic and hormone-free beef, milk, and many fruits and vegetables. This means the food is fresher and supports local farmers, ranchers, and businesses.
Here we are with Terry, the kitchen manager at North Middle School. What are you making today, Terry?
We have many tasty options today. We have a barbecue pork sandwich with sweet potato hash. We also have a chipotle cheddar barbecue burger. We have pizza today that we make fresh every day. We also have nachos, bowls of chili, and fresh made burritos. We also have a sub bar, kind of like Subway. You can make it fresh your way every day. And we bake the bread fresh every day for that.
That sounds great. Now, besides all of your entree options, what are some of the side dishes that you offer?
We have a very wonderful salad bar with fresh fruit, fresh veggies. We have potato salad once a week.
First and 10 for the Spartans as we come back to action. Zach Young keeps it around the right-hand side. He's inside the 10. He'll have a pickup of 5 yards with the tackle. That is Bobby Rexroth, the 5'11 sophomore. Doherty quickly back to the line. Carey comes in motion, runs a little reverse again, breaks one tackle, and he's off to the corner of the end zone. 4 touchdowns tonight for Kyle Carey of the Spartans. And the Spartans make it 33-0 as they have scored on all 5 possessions. This one, Kyle Carey from 9 yards out. And Walter Johnson is down on the field, and he will be checking in on the condition of Connor Schmitz, the senior safety. And this 2-point conversion is going to be over the head of Brandon Supernaw. And it'll be out of bounds, so the conversion fails. So with 1:05 left to go before the half, it is 33-0 in favor of Doherty here on a homecoming night at Gary Berry Stadium. But while we were at break, they brought in the stretcher and the cart for Connor Schmitz, and they got him to the locker room area, where they will do some further investigating. Very cold night, and football is a collision sport, and unfortunately you have incidents like that happen, but our thoughts and prayers are with the senior safety from Rock Canyon. So Alexis Charles in for the kickoff. "37 degrees out there tonight with the wind blowing. This ball is muffed and just fallen on for Harrison Wagner for Rock Canyon. Gets on it. Rock Canyon will take over at the 27-yard line. Walt Johnson rejoins me in the booth after being down on the field. And has it warmed up at all?
Not at all. not 1 degree.
So we were just looking at our smartphone, saying that it was cloudy and 37 degrees. Don't know what the wind gust was, but look at the flags on the north end after this play. You'll see just how hard it is blowing here. Hummel with the handoff straight up the middle and breaking through. A nice run, almost breaking it, was Harrison Wagner. Wagner will be ahead for close to 10 and close to Rock Canyon first down.
But I'm going to try to get an update on the injured player and some other news. I'm going to run down to the field now and try to get that. The preliminary news, though, was pretty good. So I'll go get the rest of the story.
Good to hear. Did you find our intrepid Haley Washington? First and 10, carry off the left-hand side. We'll go for little or no gain. That is Harrison Wagner again on the carry. In there for the Doherty Spartans, Pat Donovan and Vince Davis, plugging up the middle of that line. Second and 9. Hommelback wants the near side. Tristan Marshall with the interception at the 34-yard line. Marshall trying to break free. He will be brought down at the 35-yard line. But just 2.5 seconds left until half. But Doherty with an interception. That is the second time that Rock Canyon has tried that fly route down the left-hand side, and this time Marshall was there for the interception. Rock Canyon throwing into a 25-mile-an-hour sustained wind with gusts up to 35 here at Gary Berry Stadium. Now Doherty goes into victory formation. They will just kneel down and they will go into the locker room 33-0 ahead of Rock Canyon as the teams race off to escape the chill. And Haley Washington is getting in position to have our interview with head coach of the Doherty Spartans, David Joyce. We will bring you that momentarily. And after that interview, I had a chance to sit down with Evan Powell and Zach Young, have a little conversation about the way their season is going. So we will bring you Haley Washington and the head coach of the Doherty Spartans first, as you see Rock Canyon filing into their locker room to not only get out of the cold, but to check on their teammate, Connor Schmeets, and see how the safety is doing. It looks like they are in position down on the field, Haley Washington and David Joyce. Let's throw it to Haley. Okay, and looks like we're having some technical difficulties. We'll pick up the thoughts from Haley Washington on David Joyce. Let's go ahead and roll that video, my conversation with Evan Powell and Zach Young from earlier. Okay, as sophomores, guys, you suffered through a 1-9 season that year, and then you lose the first 8 games of your sophomore or of your junior years. Since that time, the team is 6-1. What's the key to the drastic turnaround?
I think it's just everybody selling out for each other and just going hard every play and just really focusing in on what we can do as a team and not, what the other team's doing, just getting what we can do right.
Okay, Evan, you're 6-4 as a starter since you took over when Brandon Supernaw got hurt midway through the Legend game last year. The second half of last year, you completed 33% of your passes. You had 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. This year, 4-1 as a starter, 54% completion. You got 10 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions. What'd you do over the summer to inspire this Peyton Manning-esque turnaround?
Well, we started working on our new offense around December, so we've had a lot of time to really get timing down with the receivers and just work on memorizing routes against coverages and different things. So it's set me up for success in that way.
Evan, how much better can this team be?
It can be right now I think we could be 5-0, but I think we just lost focus. But I think we can win state if we really put our minds towards it.
Are there areas that you see that need improvement on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think we just need to, like last game, one of the reasons we lost is just because we weren't throwing the ball well. So we just need to calm down and do what we can do instead of trying to hurry up and rush everything.
Okay. Let me have you hand the mic over to Zach. Zach, 1,243 yards as a sophomore, 11-15 last year as a junior. When after you'd had your breakout sophomore year, people saw who you were and what you were capable of. This year, you've got just under 1,100 yards through the first 5 games. Did you do anything? What have you been doing to maintain your consistency?
It's just really work in the weight room, and a big part of it is the change in attitude from the entire team. The offense, starting with like the seniors, going to the offensive line because we have 2 seniors on there, and it's starting with them. The heart that they have this year hasn't been there the last couple of years, and I think that's what's changing this year.
Now, you're the number 1 back in the 5A classification, the big classification. You're leading in rushing TDs, you're leading in carries per game, yards per game, and total yards. How is that taking physically? Because last year you had 2,000 touches, and this year you're already above pace for that. You're looking to go 250 if everything translates out the entire season. Are you holding up for that?
Yeah. I mean, we do a good deal. I mean, we lift before and after games all week. We stretch. We do yoga. I mean, icing. The trainer does a good job making sure that we stay healthy, and the coaches do a good job too, maintaining and doing what we can do to control our bodies.
There's a ball in the trophy case to you guys' right. Craig Van Horn, 1991, the last Spartan to lead the state in rushing, 2,161 yards. You're halfway there. You going to chase him down?
It would be nice, yeah.
So no firm commitments on that. What do you see your role? I mean, there's got to be a lot of pressure. I mean, a 4-1 start doesn't guarantee the playoffs. You guys win homecoming tonight. It's the first winning season since 2006. The next to last trip to the playoffs, it was a 1-and-out. What are you guys going to have to do to make sure not only that you win enough to get in, but do some damage once you get to the playoffs?
We felt like this last week against Legend, we kind of let down our focus a little bit. You know, it's been our first 4-0 start. Everybody that's on this team hasn't had a winning season yet, so we kind of felt like our focus was let down. But we felt like after the loss that we regained that, and we're going to do everything we can to, make sure that we make it to the playoffs, but not only when we get there, to actually do something in the playoffs.
Your sophomore year, 1-9, and then just 2 wins last year. Was there any thought of why am I here, or why don't I just quit football? There hadn't been a lot of Doherty success in the time that you've been around the Doherty program.
Yeah, we've gotten questions about that every year that we've been here. Why'd you guys go to Doherty? What's special about Doherty? I mean, you guys haven't had a winning record in so long, but we felt like the freshman class, since we've came in, we knew that it was going to be a struggle, coaches coming in and out, but we feel like with the freshman class, we were able to stick with it. And then with Coach Joyce and them coming last year, they brought a new attitude to the team that kind of picked us up and felt like we could actually do something this year.
Have you got a tux for the homecoming dance, or are you just going to get suited up?
Just going to get suited up.
Evan, tux or suit? Just suited up. Well, guys, good luck the rest of the season. Thanks so much for the time. It's amazing what you guys are doing. 30 touchdowns on the season. Good luck. Keep it up.
Thanks.
cried and we laughed and had a really, really, really good time. Take my hand, let's have a blast and remember this moment for the rest of our lives. Our lives. Our lives. Our lives. Tonight.
Hi, I'm Dennis Field, principal of Doherty High School. Welcome to Sparta. You know, you're probably wondering, what is Doherty all about? Well, wonder no more. Check this out.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Toxic picking it up.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the Crystal Method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Call him Ryan, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be within rappers. Hope he gets 8 years and they're making patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your
Colorado Springs School District 11 has an exciting new early college program offering high school students the opportunity to earn an associate's degree or up to 60 college credits for free. The Roy J. Wasson Academic Campus is the new location for the early college high school as well as the district's alternative programs, all in one convenient central location. Students will develop a 4-year plan to help determine the college-level coursework needed to support their academic and career goals. Classes will count for high school graduation requirements as well as college credit. Students not completing their Associates of Arts degree or the 60 credit hours that can be applied to a 4-year bachelor's degree within the 4 years will have an opportunity to attend a 5th year to work towards completion. Also located at the Wasson campus is the Bijou School, where students assume responsibility for regular attendance, time management, and self-discipline for their own academic progress. Bijou classes are smaller with individualized instruction based on a rigorous, standards-based curriculum, providing a solid foundation to build promising futures. The Bijou staff creates supportive relationships that offer respect and understanding with students that are keys to a successful education. The Tesla Educational Opportunity School provides young adults who experience difficulties in traditional schools an alternative way to earn a diploma. Tesla offers a middle school, high school, and parenting program that is designed to meet the individual learning styles and needs of the student. The high school offers smaller classes with self-paced instruction so students experience success, putting them on a path to graduation. Springs Community Night School is an innovative educational program for students 17 to 21 years of age, wanting to recover credits for graduation to earn their high school diploma. The school operates from late afternoon into the evening, only 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursday. All students need an opportunity to learn in an encouraging environment that fosters engagement, providing rigorous curriculum and holds students responsible for performing at high academic levels. This is Springs Community Night School. Achieve 612 is District 11's online school, providing students with an academic program built around 21st century skills to prepare them for the future. Achieve 612 utilizes an engaging web and text-based curriculum aligned to local, state, and national standards. Personalized learning is achieved through the use of diagnostic assessment, learning styles inventories, and individual feedback. Achieve 612 is one of the few online schools where opportunities exist for students and families to interact socially through the optional school outings, field trips, and other social events. The Digital High School is District 11's credit recovery program, offering junior and senior students the chance to obtain their high school diploma. Based on the one-room schoolhouse where students simultaneously study several different subjects, Digital High School students are given that final boost they need to graduate with a high school diploma. Career Pathways is a series of articulated educational and training programs and services that enable students to advance over time to successfully higher levels of education and employment in a given industry or occupational sector. The program currently has 3 main components: automotive, culinary and hospitality, and health science. In automotive, students will explore a variety of hands-on technical approaches to repairs, metalwork, refinishing, window tinting, and glass installation. Culinary and hospitality utilize the ProStart program, which is a nationally certified program and is articulated with Pikes Peak Community College. This program is about the study of food preparation, lodging, customer service, and business management. The Health Science Pathway ensures its students a smooth transition from high school into meaningful employment in the health science field, with classes like law and ethics in health, medical terminology, and EMS first responder. The Adult and Family Education Family Literacy Program has been providing adult basic education, adult secondary education, GED preparation, English as a second language and family literacy courses in El Paso County since 1964. The goal of the program is to offer motivated adults the opportunity to improve their basic skills, obtain a GED, or improve their English language skills in order to achieve success as parents, citizens, and workers. The Roy J. Wasson Academic Campus, providing excellent, distinctive educational experiences that equip students for success today and in the future. Your future depends on your decisions today. Colorado Springs School District 11. The world is changing. Meet the future.
Domestic violence doesn't just occur in adult relationships. 1 in 5 teens in a serious relationship report being hit, slapped, or pushed by a partner. Both male and female teens report being victims of physical violence in relationships. There are warning signs that you might be in an abusive relationship, like apologizing for your partner's behavior and making excuses for them. You stop seeing friends and family and become more and more isolated. Your partner is controlling and extremely jealous of others who pay attention to you. When you are ready to get help, there are people in Southern Colorado for you to turn to. Talk with a trusted adult, a parent, School District 11 psychologist, social worker, counselor, or teacher. Call the local domestic violence 24-hour crisis hotline at 633-3819. Learn about building healthy relationships by calling Tessa, the local domestic violence center, at 633-1462. Call the National Teen Dating Abuse Helpline at 1-866-331-9474. And have a safety plan. Think and plan how you can avoid and get away from a potentially violent situation. If you suspect your friend or are a parent who suspects their child might be in an abusive relationship, talk to them about it. Listen without judging. Don't criticize the abusive partner. Encourage your friend or child to talk with a counselor. Together, we can all work to end domestic violence in our community.
Yeah, we're here. And we're back here at Gary Berry Stadium. You see Rock Canyon coming onto the field. The Doherty Spartans are warming up. Folks, it's cold tonight, and A little bit of technical difficulties with the Cold. We're running around doing some things and trying to get things taken care of. There you see the Spartans. My broadcast partner will be with us in just a second. He was taking care of some business on the field. And the Spartans will kick off to start the second half. Doherty won the toss and elected to receive to begin the game. So Rock Canyon will get the second half kickoff, and I'm now joined by my broadcast partner, the voice of District 11 Sports, Barry Reed.
Thank you, partner. Technical difficulties. All this electronics doesn't like the Cold much more than us old guys do. And,
I got something in common with them then, because I'm not caring much for this stuff either.
Doherty on top as we get ready to start the second half, 33-0. They scored on every possession
and the ball
they
falls
had
off the
in
tee.
the first half, and the wind blows off the tee on Alexis Charles. So now Tristan Marshall, who got the interception, will have to hold it. No, he backs off of it. But one touchdown for Zach Young, and for Kyle Carey, how about 4 touchdowns? A failed conversion as this ball comes down about the 16-yard line and all the way to this side of the field. And a nice little seam, but dragged down from behind with the return was Trevor Howard. A sophomore gets around. He'll be brought down by Ben Garcia, the 5'10 junior, for the Spartans. And Rock Canyon will begin at the 33-yard line. And we are hoping to bring you a King and Queen of Homecoming interview, but if the cold weather persists, with our technical difficulties, we may not have that option. We'll know here in a couple minutes. Big hole off the right-hand side. Finally some running room for Harrison Wagner. The junior churns ahead. He will be spotted at the 38-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 5.
By the way, we're also going to have Chris Knoll come up and join you and here in the third quarter sometime. Get a little info on Spartan Nation and what's going on out there at Sparta.
Ryan Hommel under center. Quick give off to the first man around the corner, and some running room this time for Trevor Howard. And Howard will be tripped up as he gets to the midfield stripe. It'll be a pickup of 12 and a first down. Something that Rock Canyon did not have a whole lot of in the first half was first downs.
I've only got them down for 3 unless I missed them.
Recapping their possessions, punt, over on downs, and then an interception right before the half. Hummel this time gives off around the right-hand side. Finding a seam and getting ahead for 5 with the carry is Dexter Webb, the 5'9 junior. So Rock Canyon comes out and proceeds to march it right down the field on the ground. Good looking start to their first drive of the second half.
Most coaches will tell you, partner, that when you want to establish dominance on a football field, you want to do it via running the football. And that's what Rock Canyon's trying to do now. They're trying to reestablish the line of scrimmage.
Doherty in a 4-man front, tight formation. Give it off the left-hand side, and for the Spartans, it was Ian Smith, the 5'10 senior, making the tackle.
Webb on the carry.
Webb on the carry. Just underway here in the third quarter. If you're joining us from Gary Berry Stadium, homecoming for the Doherty Spartans. And they enthuse their fans with 33 points. Third and 4. Looks like some motion, but no flag. And now Marshall gets blocked inside. And with the tackle for the Spartans is Brendan Lucero. And now a late flag comes out. See if this is going to be called a horse collar tackle.
At a minimum, it's going to be unnecessary roughness. And I think what happened, well, we'll let George Demetrio say what the call is.
Personal foul, number 5 defense, head contact, 15-yard penalty at the end of the run, first down.
And I think the reason they got that penalty, partner, was he actually wound up and then hit him in the head. Went to the head area, I should say. I shouldn't say hit him in the head. Went to the head area, and that's what drew the flag.
Big mistake for this Doherty defense as it tacks on 15 to the end of the run and gives Rock Canyon a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. I formation with Webb the back. Throw it out here in the flat, and this one is going to skip in. In coverage was Josh Wiggins. And the intended receiver was Grant Schutt, the 6'1 junior. Were you able to get down close to the Rock Canyon locker room and talk to the trainers?
Actually, not the Rock Canyon trainer, but I was able to talk to some of the medical staff, and it's a neck area injury. We'll get to it after this play, partner.
Bunch trips on the right. Hummel runs around this near side. Did he put the ball on the ground? It looks like he did. The Spartans think he did. No signal yet from the officials. The officials are in there trying to break everybody up.
And it's just some kind of injury to the neck or the
Simultaneous
shoulder area.
possession, the ball remains with Rock Canyon.
So George Demetrio sorts it out, simultaneous possession.
But a lot of that was precautionary what they did there, partner. Let's take a look at this play here as he comes around the right side. Yeah, that ball did come out. Went past 2 Spartans, and the 3rd Spartan had a chance to jump on it too. And Rock Canyon was able to jump back on that.
So now 3rd and 8 for Rock Canyon. Quickly to the line. Give it to Webb around the left-hand side. And he will be drug out of bounds. Tackle for the Spartans by Brendan Lucero. Not until he's inside the 20. Pickup of 3, and that'll bring up a 4th and 5.
And of course they'll go. The Rock Canyon have nothing to lose right now. See if the Spartan defense can rise up there one more time, make a stop here tonight. This has been a lot of fun watching the Spartans run tonight. We should have been had them, partner. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, if we could get them scheduled on Friday night, hint, Chris Knoll. Quick pass over the middle, completed down to the 10-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down. With the catch for Rock Canyon, that is Austin Cordham. The 6-foot senior hauling in another ball. So 1st and goal, ball sitting on the 10-yard line. Doherty trying to preserve the shutout here. T formation, double tight end, give it to Webb off the right-hand side. And Dexter Webb is running hard into the end zone, not going to be denied. So Rock Canyon takes 4 minutes and goes 67 yards for the touchdown. And they have introduced a new element to their offense we did not see much in the first half, and that is junior Dexter Webb, 5'9" and 180.
There might have been some disciplinary stuff going on in that first half, partner, but he made his presence known on that play.
Webb just 8 carries for 16 yards and no touchdowns on the year. That is Webb's 1st touchdown of the year for Rock Canyon. The kick is up and good by Tyler Nealon, the 5'8" sophomore, who is handling the kicking duties with the injury to senior Wilson Haworth. So 33-7, the statement is made by Rock Canyon that they are still here to play. And Doherty getting ready to take over here after the kick, as I am joined by Chris Knoll, athletic director of the Doherty Spartans. And nice fireworks, brother. Nice fireworks.
We do it the right way, that's for sure.
I know you're a little worried about the wind down there, but we got a little bit of a pause in the wind, and you were able to go on with your show, and the crowd loved it here on homecoming. Something to warm up.
We had a good fire marshal that joined us down there tonight, and he was with us throughout the entire first half, and I think he wanted to give the kids a show for all these kids that came out to support the Spartans tonight.
Pretty good crowd on a not very conducive for watching football night.
You know, we thought our goal was to try to pack it. I think Mother Nature didn't want to cooperate very much with us.
Well, good thing we're here and we've got you on homecoming, so all those folks that couldn't be here, hopefully they, as the ball blows off the tee, hopefully they've got us tuned in either by our web streaming or on the District 11 channel here.
I know a few of them out there that asked, is the game live tonight? I said, absolutely, perfect. We'll stay warm and stay home.
Kick is taken at the 12-yard line. And a big hole straight up the middle, running straight up the gut is Tequan Baker, the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. So if the second half holds true to the first half, you guys are going to have your first winning season since the White Circle era of Doherty football, dating back to 2006. How much fun is this? What is the campus like with this football team that started 4-1?
You know, a winning football program does a lot for a school, and we are, needless to say, super, super excited. The coaches have done an amazing job of getting things together, but the kids have bought in, the parents have bought in, everybody's bought in, and what a lot of people don't know is not only is our varsity 4-1 right now, so is our JV and so is our C squad. So
Wildcat formation, Zach Young is just going to have to dive on it back at the 34-yard line. That'll be a big loss. Loss of 9, bring up 2nd and 19. So you see the signs, way of calling the offensive formations and the play there. Is that something that David Joyce brought to him from Battle Mountain, or is that new adaptation this year?
It's not. You guys will remember we were, that's not.
And now we've got a bad snap. So after everything went right, Evan Powell jumps on this one back at the 18-yard line. So another big loss, and now Doherty has put itself in a huge hole.
Those signs, actually, we were a double wing team, everybody in the box, those kind of things. We basically stole that from the University of Oregon. It's a lot quicker way to get the plays in. We're not going to reveal all our secrets, but between plays and formations and themes, if you will, is what those billboards are, and it's a quick way to get the play in and where you need to be. I'm not sure we like our head coach's picture on that thing. He's
3rd and 33. And Powell out into the flats up to the 28, gets a chunk of it back. It'll be good for 8, but it'll bring up 4th and 25 for the Spartans. We would assume a punting down. And a good kick away. Going to take a Spartan bounce and roll out of bounds about the 27-yard line. Very talented group of seniors who have stuck with this program for the last 4 years and taken their knocks. One of those guys is Brandon Lucero, number 5, the 5'9" senior. Talk about Brandon a little bit.
You know, it appears on the roster, and we have done that on purpose. Number 5 appears to be Brendan Lucero, but number 5 is actually Matt Bogans. Brendan Lucero broke his collarbone in our scrimmage and was released back to us this week and re-broke that collarbone. He's been a leader, senior leader for us. Really been a devastating injury for him.
Rock Canyon keeps it on the ground off the left-hand side. With the carry, that is Harrison Wagner. So Matt Bogan's normally 2, but you say he's wearing the 5 of Brendan Lucero on the roster.
Absolutely. This senior class is the one that has turned this thing around. They're the ones that have started since sophomore year, and we have a ton of these kids that are seniors that are starting right now. But they're the ones that flipped it around, and those kids needless to say, Brendan was devastated. But, Matt Bogan, Zach Young, Josh Wiggins, those kids have done such an amazing job.
Now problem on the pitch and covering up is Trevor Howard all the way back at the 15-yard line. So the wind looks to be down from what it was from well before the game. It has gotten colder as the night has progressed, but the wind seems to have died down. But both teams now having a trouble hanging on to that cold football.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be 3rd and a country mile for Rock Canyon, 3rd and 25 as Hummel makes his way back to the huddle.
So basically, those seniors wanted to pay tribute to Brendan Lucero. He's not going to be able to play this year, and so they said that we're going to put somebody in their jersey or in his jersey, and they'll rotate that puppy. But they even wanted Brendan Lucero's name announced. So sort of a leadership type thing, kids sticking together, and a group that's sticking it together and helping us turn
back,
around.
looking to throw the middle screen, wide open, room to run. Tristan Marshall slows him down, and then the big hit is made for the Spartans by Vince Peterson. As we take a look at this again, it's 3rd and 25. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a half yard more. We'll call it 4th and 9 here. As you see, good job of teamwork. First man slowing him down, second man hitting him. That might have been Deshaun Shirley Banks, 30 instead of 30. As I looked around, I didn't see 30 on the field, so we'll give that one to Shirley Banks. And now punt formation. And for just the second time tonight, Doherty drops somebody back. And that is Marshall, and Marshall is just going to run away from the ball, and it will take a Rock Canyon roll down to the 24-yard line. First time seeing the Spartans this year. We have seen Marshall go back twice. Is that in the stat sheet? No punt returns. Is that a David Joyce thing on the punt returns? You can avoid that error in the turnover by.
That's a lot of it. When you throw the ball up into this wind, with the wind swirling and doing some of the things that it's doing, you cut your losses, and instead of giving up the big play, we've got the ball at the 25, and you start offense and let's go. Don't give it back to them.
Well, with the 5 drives coming everywhere from the 7 to the 35-yard line, you can't blame the offense or for the coaches for believing that the offense is going to be able to churn right through them. Zach Young with the carry off the left-hand side. He'll be ahead for a gain of 7. Bring up a 2nd and 3. So the volleyball teams dropped a couple matches. We had Haley Washington doing our pregame show, and pretty sure the ship is going to get righted as the state tournament comes up here.
What a lot of people don't know is who we lost to. We lost to number 1 in the state 4A, and Fossil Ridge. We knew they were going to be tough, undefeated, and another
Here's
great catch.
Casey with a big catch across the middle. They have thrown to him down the seam all night long. This carry is going to go for 23 all the way down to the 45 of Rock Canyon.
So Fossil Ridge, what a lot of people don't know is because of the wins that they've had and those kind of things, Fossil Ridge came out and Max Preps is number 1 this week. So our 2 losses back-to-back were to the number 1 teams in the state.
Zach Young on the screen, and he'll be ahead for another Doherty first down inside the, well, they're going to mark him just shy, out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Yeah, you come back, you lose the championship game of the tournament on 15 minutes of rest from the semifinal you'd won to get to the championship. But then you come back and take out the then number 1 team in 4A, Lewis Palmer. And then you face another number 1 team in the 4A, 5-time defending champion, as Lucero makes the catch, gets ahead down to the 30, and that's going to be good enough for a Doherty first down, pickup of 6.
That was actually Supernaw, if you remember Brandon Supernaw.
Brandon Supernaw.
Our former quarterback last year.
Yeah, we actually had a piece. I got a chance to sit down with David Joyce earlier this week and talked about the switch at quarterback and the presence of Brandon Supernaw.
We've got
Supernaw
such
on
good
the wing to the right.
We've got such good skill set with our kids right now.
Young with the handoff, and he is going to be stood up and driven back. Alex Korn, the 5'10" senior linebacker, stopping him after a gain of 1. You guys have got Valor Christian next week. Always a tough assignment for anybody to play, but talking with David Joyce, you guys have thrown just about every look at Rock Canyon tonight, and so Valor's going to have some prep work to get done.
And you know what? The one thing that we can pretty much guarantee in terms of Valor Christian is some teams never get off the bus, and you know, Valor scores on them a couple quick times and they sort of give up and those kind of things. I can almost guarantee you the Spartans will get off the bus and fight next week. That's almost a guarantee. That is a guarantee, matter of fact.
Roll out to the left side, pass intended out there for Porras, and it will fall incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9. Right down the seam. This is Supernaut. Make a move to the outside. Spin inside the 10. It's a Doherty first down. Finally brought down there by Noah Parker, one of the safeties. But not before he sets Doherty up with a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Powell takes it in the shotgun and he'll hand it off to Zach Young. Zach Young contained, pick up a yard down to the 8-yard line. Tackled by Alex Korn. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. Had a chance to talk with Evan and Zach. Showed that interview at halftime. 21-61, the record for rushing for Doherty. Set by Kyle Van Horn. This one over the middle, and Casey has touchdown number 5. Kyle Casey over the middle has been the big weapon tonight for Evan Powell, and that is touchdown number 5, and Doherty is up, answering the touchdown by Rock Canyon. The score now 39-7, pending the extra point. We're going to have to, you guys are going to have to nickname Mr. Casey Wes Welker.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That has been the Wes Welker route running from that inner slot.
That is, his name's actually Kyle Carey.
Or Kyle Carey.
But he's done an amazing job. But I'll go ahead and also throw it out there if you'll direct your attention to our field goal kicker. I'll tell you that Alexis Charles is the best in the state. She missed 2 tonight, but straight up, she is flat the best in the state.
Well, she's missed one and had one blocked. Just for minor clarification.
So what is she now? 24 at 25? I'm
24
not sure how many.
26.
Something like that. I'm not sure how many kickers are out there quite like that, but I'll take Alexis Charles against anybody.
40-7 the score for the Doherty Spartans as Kyle Carey has his 5th touchdown of the night. And, you know, we just talked about it. If you're Valor Christian, you mentioned getting off the bus. For the Spartans, you know, all the attention is on Zach Young. I believe Zach is over 100 yards on the night in really limited duty when you think about it. But this passing game for Doherty has got to be scaring some people right about now.
You know, Zach Young makes people play honest. And right now we're in a position that we can beat you both on the pass as well as the run.
Squib kick comes down to Trevor Howard. And Howard will be brought down. Getting at his feet was Ben Garcia, the 5'10 junior. Dragging him down at the 45. That is where Rock Canyon will start. 38 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3 from Gary Berry Stadium.
Looks like the student section filled up quite nicely tonight for the Spartans.
Well, Spartans have to fight in the cold, so you would expect them to come out and cheer in the cold.
We didn't. Yeah, it's not a surprise to see our student section. Our students this year have been absolutely phenomenal in terms of supporting all of our sports.
Trevor Howard, the 5'10 sophomore, off the left-hand side, will pick up 4 out to the 49-yard line. bring up a 2nd and 6.
See if they get a playoff.
Last play of the third quarter. Hummel back, throwing it over the middle, and this one, oh, great catch is made out there by Harrison Wagner, and Harrison Wagner going to be run out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Pitch and catch goes for 36, and at the end of the third quarter, it is the Spartans 40, Rock Canyon 7. Rock Canyon off the mat here in the third, threatening again, second trip into the red zone.
Hey, as we get ready to bid my farewell here, I want to send a shout out to everybody from Channel 16. We're not calling it Channel 16 anymore, are we?
Media Production Services.
Media Production Services.
Because we are more than just one channel. We're
you guys
3
are
channels
amazing.
And the web streaming now. And
well, I'll tell you what you are. You are amazing.
The word out on the web streaming, and because that not only gives a chance for distant relatives of the District 11 programs, but also we have tracked viewership from around the country for an opponent like Rock Canyon, an opponent like Erie, north against Mitchell, to where now, thanks to the technology within District 11, we have got the ability for people to tune into the web, and it's just a great asset for what we do.
You know, I watched the Palmer homecoming game at home. I watched on the web. I watched Mitchell's homecoming against Harrison on the web. So you guys have always done an amazing job. You continue to be cutting edge. You continue to find ways to showcase our kids. And ultimately that's what this is about, is showcasing our kids. And not just obviously the Doherty kids, but the District 11 kids in terms of the middle school stuff that you guys do. And there's a lot of people behind the scenes that don't get their voices heard or their faces on the screen. But you guys do an amazing, amazing job, and we do appreciate it.
Thank you very much. 1st and 10 from the 14. Hummel with the keeper on the rollout, and this one's almost intercepted. Tristan Marshall had it get on him quick. Looking at the receiver in the flat, came in, shoulder pad and helmet high. Not enough time to react. It will be 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Go ahead, you can tell him. Chris Knowles up here jumping up and down. Good thing it's a concrete floor and you can't hear it. T formation, Hummel under center, 2 tight ends. Going to give it off to Howard or Dexter Webb, and Webb is going to scoot around the right side inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Be 2 yards short of the first down. So that will bring up a 3rd and we'll call it 2 from our angle here.
Mr. Barry, I'm going to get out of here and put on 3 more sweatshirts and get back out to the cold. Not all of us can sit here in the lap of luxury up here in the 82-degree booth. But
you know, the catered, heated booth, and they give off the Webb off the right side again, and he's just going to power forward before he is met and driven back. With the tackle is Deshaun Banks. Chris, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be out next week to look at the Terrors and the Spartans doing battle in volleyball at the gym. So if you would set up our normal table, and all your hospitality will be greatly appreciated. So now 1st and goal from the 1 for Rock Canyon. T formation, give it to the first man through right up the middle. No signal as of yet. And now the signal comes in from the near side of the field. Touchdown for Trevor Howard, the 5'10" sophomore. Punches it across for Rock Canyon. And for Howard, that is touchdown number 1 on the year as he gets across from 1 yard out. Extra point up and good for Tyler Nayland. 5'8" sophomore filling in due to injury, and he is 2 for 2. 11:22 to go here in the 4th quarter, and Rock Canyon continuing to battle, trailing 40-13. Let's throw it down to Haley Washington. She has our king and queen for homecoming.
How does it feel to be nominated as homecoming queen? Talk to me.
It's definitely really crazy. I definitely didn't expect this, so I'm really excited. And yeah.
That's awesome. Blake, what about you? How does homecoming king feel?
You know, it's a real honor. I know all the other candidates could beat me in a physical contest, so having anything like this is just fantastic.
Cool. Thank you guys so much. Go get warm. Enjoy the rest of the game. This is Haley Washington signing off. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Haley. You could almost hear the teeth chattering down on the field. It is cold, and we want to let our king and queen get back to the warmth of the student section of the stands on the far side and let Haley Washington get back into some warmer confines. Kicking it deep and taken by Zach Young. Here's a reverse. They give it to Marshall, and Marshall is in trouble, and he will go down. He'll fight his way out to the 11-yard line. So a little bit of trickery from the Doherty Spartans. But the kick comes down middle of the field, so not really a good chance to get separation that you want and to get the Jaguars moving one way or the other to pop that reverse on them. But Doherty will take over at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Haley Washington coming up here. We haven't found my partner yet, so we'll let Haley join us here. Pitch to Zach Young around the right-hand side. An open field for Zach Young. You can say it.
Can I say
one's going.
He could go all the way. I've always wanted to say that.
Zach Young goes 88 yards for the touchdown. Doherty with another answer after the answer from Rock Canyon. And the fantastic night for Zach Young continues. We'll take one more look at this as Young goes 80. One play, 88 yards. Simple pitch around the right-hand side. Gets a great block from Carey on that side. And then it's just a stroll down the sidelines. Of these 6 games, Zach Young now 5 over the 200-yard mark. Last week in the loss to Legend, he was held to just 140 yards. And Alexis Charles, cold football, not wanting to travel for her here in the second half. She pulls it to the left. And another miss. So after coming in 23 of 23 and getting her first couple, all of a sudden Alexis Charles not able to find Broadway right down the middle of the goalposts.
But that doesn't take away from who Alexis Charles is as a person. She still misses these, but she's still got heart, and she's still so triumphant as a player and as a teammate, too. I know Alexis. She's like my best friend.
Ah, well, that's high endorsement.
Oh, darn it.
As a Doherty student, not a lot of success out of the football team last year. How are you liking this? What soon, 11 minutes away, could be a 5-1 start.
This is absolutely fantastic. It was awesome coming from like a little school to a big school, and then the football team wasn't as strong. So this year, especially my senior year, having such a strong team is so fun, and also just be able to support the guys and support the people. It's great.
Now you realize you guys are going to have to repeat if they do something good in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Short kick, and it's muffed and fallen on at the 33-yard line. So a good job by Charles getting it to bounce, and bounce funny, and it has to be fielded and down there. What is the attitude around campus from, we've heard it from Mr. Knoll. What is it for the students? What's it like for the student body? Obviously, everybody's got a little bit of a hangover from what you girls did last year, and now the football team's rocking it, and you guys are rocking it. It's got to be a great time to be a Doherty Spartan.
It's just exciting. It's like the year of the athlete. Like, our volleyball team is pretty strong. Our football team is pretty strong. Our basketball team is starting to look really good. This year, it's just the year of the athlete. Nice sack.
And thrown for the loss. Getting penetration was Ian Smith for the Spartans. It'll be a loss all the way back inside the 30. Loss of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 13. And of course, the volleyball team has had its medal tested against the top teams in 4A and now Fossil Ridge. One of the recent match losses, they came out on the poll number 1 this week as well. So good tune-ups heading into the state tournament.
Yeah.
Hummel rolls out wanting the near sideline. The catch is made out there. That is Joshua Goulden. Check that. That is number 14, Grant Schulte, the 6'1" junior wide receiver. Flag behind the play, and now we've got another flag coming from behind the play. So I didn't see the late flag, but one of the Spartans is getting a talking to just beyond the officials there. We might have a roughing the passer. 10:07 left to go, 46-14 in favor of the Doherty Spartans. Homecoming night for the Spartans.
It's like Christmas, but better.
It's as cold as Christmas.
It's as cold as Christmas out there.
And I want to compliment you not only on the job you did in the pregame show, but also for the interview with the homecoming king and queen. I didn't hear the teeth chatter once.
Thanks. I've been working on that, silencing that. It's all acting.
So waiting for George Demetrio to give us the explanation on the dual flags.
During play, we have holding on Doherty. That penalty is declined. After play, we have a personal foul, number 51 on Doherty. 15 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down.
So after the big play of 20, you're going to tack 15 more on for the personal foul. And Rock Canyon will move all the way down to the 32-yard line of the Doherty Spartans. Webb, the deep man, will take it off the left-hand side. Pick up one before he is smothered by the front line of the Doherty Spartans. Vince Davis in the general vicinity. Doherty really done a really good job on defense, controlling Rock Canyon tonight, and it always helps you play defense when your offense is putting up points, the way the offense has tonight. Hummel in trouble, just throws it away, and that should be a flag for intentional grounding, and there is the flag. Presenting the pressure was Ian Smith. And nobody in the area for Ryan Hummel. So take away the part of the penalty on the Spartans anyway. And this is going to back up Rock Canyon. Or are they going to pick it up now? So they're going to pick it up. If we can look that on replay, guys, I didn't see a receiver in the area, but Eagle Eyes Walt Johnson said there was one. So I will trust my partner's eyes. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Howard is the up man. Webb is the second man. Dropping back is Hummel. He'll roll to his left, sprint out, and be close to the first down around the 22-yard line. This will depend on the spot. Needed the 22 for the first down. Looks like they are going to spot him about the 24-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and 2 with 8:48 and counting. And I'm going to put Haley Washington on the spot. We know she can host a pregame show, but can she do a little play-by-play?
A little play-by-play? Oh, man. Okay. All right, ball's back, running through defense, and he's down. Woo! I'm really good at that. One of the things that we talked about in the pregame show was how Rock Canyon, they got most of their touchdowns by throwing, and so far it's like kind of shown. The running game hasn't been as strong, especially with Doherty's front strong defensive line, which is interesting. It's cool having a good defense along with a strong offense.
Now I need you to say Dexter Webb carries it off the right-hand side for a gain of 3 and a Rock Canyon first down.
Dexter Webb carries it off to the side for a gain of 3 and Rock Canyon first down.
Continue.
Continuing. And they're lining up on the grass. And the snap. And there it is, that throw that I was telling you about. The thing that Rock Canyon scores on.
That is touchdown number 10 in the air for Rock Canyon. And with the reception was
Dexter Webb.
Split Webb out, then send him down the seam. And he gets free before he can get caught by Chris Paxton. Now on for the extra point is Tyler Nalen. But Rock Canyon with 3 touchdowns here in the second half as Nalen remains perfect. And 46-21, Rock Canyon not going away. But that big 33-point hole they dug themselves at halftime may prove too much to climb here. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter from Gary Berry Stadium. Barry Reed, Walter Johnson, Haley Washington with the action. And now Rock Canyon set to kick off, trailing by 25. And Nalen back to put a boot into it. Coming out from the goal line is Marshall. Big seam up the middle, and he'll be abruptly ended at the 27-yard line. With the tackle for Rock Canyon, that is Joseph Richmond, the 6-foot, 180-pound junior. So Doherty will start at the 27-yard line, first and 10. There you see the replay, and just good, solid, square-up tackle by Richmond. Evan Powell with Young in the background. Two receivers to the left, short side of the field. They're going to fake the throw to the right. Pressure gets in on Powell, and he will go down. With the tackle for Rock Canyon is Pettingill. David Pettingill, the 6'2 sophomore, or 6'2 senior.
A little trivia time, partner.
All right.
Do you know what that counts as in the scoring when you get a sack? We'll get to that after this play.
Now Doherty changing things up. 2nd and 16 after the sack. Two receivers right with the wing that way. Give off to Young, and Zach Young's off to the races again, but this time he will be brought down after a gain out to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And Zach Young around 250 yards on the evening. And a first down for the Spartans as the time continues to roll.
You are amazing, partner. Give them 251 on the night.
Only because you clued me in the carry before that he had 230. My math isn't that bad. And here he goes again. Zach Young running through an exhausted Rock Canyon defense off the right-hand side. Goes for 22 more down to the 33 of Rock Canyon. We'll call it 21 as they set it back at the 34. But that Rock Canyon defense has got to be gashed after they've been chasing Carey and Young, and now we've got a timeout on the field. Timeout gives us a chance to thank Louie's Pizza for providing dinner to the student volunteers and staff bringing you tonight's broadcast. We invite you to check out one of Louie's 5 locations and inquire about their Straight A program, rewarding your students with free pizza for their academic success. Our thanks to Louie and all those at Louie's Pizza for all they do for the staff and students of Colorado Springs School District 11. 6:43 left to go. There you see the huddle for Rock Canyon. And say what you will about a team about to be 1-5. They came out here down 33 at the half on a night that is suitable for cashing it in. And they have put 3 touchdowns up in a very strong performance here in the second half.
It goes to character. You talk about character, partner. You find a lot about a person's character, not when they're going well, but when they're not. And my hat's off to these young men because, like you said, they could have mailed this thing in. You could hang meat out here tonight. It's so cold. But they came out and they played some football, and that's a credit to them and to the coaching staff.
Series of injuries last week in their loss to Heritage. Now in trouble is Powell. He'll scramble out to the right and be ahead for the first down and more, close to the 20-yard line as he picks up close to 14 yards. But Rock Canyon came out. They added the Dexter Webb component to their offense and moved down and got a touchdown from Webb and Howard. And then another one from Webb on the receiving side. Dexter Webb, just a 5'9", 180-pound junior. So the rest of the season and then his senior season at Rock Canyon, he will be a threat. So we'll probably see him hopefully next year against Doherty or Palmer. And the catch on the quick slant, complete down there to Porras. And Lalo Porras has another reception tonight. These receivers having a good night. 4th reception for Porras. Zach Young off the left-hand side into the end zone for touchdown number 2. Touchdown on the season, number 21 for Zach Young. Let's take a look at it one more time. Doherty has scored a season-high 52 points. Their previous season high, they did it twice. 49 against Liberty and Eagle Crest to open the season, but now 52 pending the extra point.
We'll show you that hole that Zach Young had to run through, partner, and get holes like that to run through, and I think Walt might score a touchdown or 2. Good job by the Doherty offensive line.
– This time Alexis Charles gets back on track with the converted extra point. 53-21, the Spartans all but unstoppable tonight.
This has been a very impressive offensive showing for the Spartans, and Chris Noll has a very good reason to be happy with this football team. He was pretty happy tonight when I saw him earlier talking about this team when he came in. And I go back to what he said to me earlier. He said we wouldn't see the real Spartan offense. Partner, I don't know if I need to see that real Spartan offense if it's any better than this.
6:09 left to go, 53 points on the board. And up next for Doherty, a trip to Highlands Ranch to take on Valor Christian. Always a handful. Valor Christian, 4-time defending state champion, once at 3A, twice at 4A. Then they get bumped to the 5A, lose their first 2 games, and then run their way to the championship.
Well, I got news for Valor.
A lot of opinion about the Valor Christian as they play in a solo league. Webb escapes one tackle, comes to the near side looking for more room to run, and he is cut off nicely as Zach Zimmer, the 6'1 junior, able to corral him and bring him down at the 23-yard line, or 28-yard line.
Valor Christian better bring their A game next week, partner. That's all I'm going to tell them. Because these Spartans are ready to do some rolling.
David Joyce told us he was going to show them everything but the kitchen sink. I think he's shown them everything and the kitchen sink.
And, yeah. Hey, Paul, we got an injured Spartan on the field.
Down on a knee is Tristan Marshall, the 5'8 junior.
And while we got a second, let me get my little trivia in. When a quarterback gets sacked, for those who like to keep score, that is considered a running play. And those yards lost are considered rushing yards lost. So with all the good running that Powell has done tonight, he's a -3 rushing because of the sacks he's accumulated tonight.
And what is Evan Powell in the passing department?
I can get that for you, partner, when we go back to the other side. I'm on the Rock Canyon side right now.
Give off the left-hand side. Coming up to make the tackle for the Spartans is Marquise Arrington, a 5'10 sophomore, as David Joyce is starting to clear his bench a little bit with some substitutions, get the starters off the field with a 32-point lead and just 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
And the second thing on that, partner, is that this is so valuable for these kids that don't normally get to play at the varsity level to get a taste of it.
I formation, Hummel gives off to the second man through, slipping a tackle. That is Harrison Wagner. And Wagner is out to the 40, and that'll be good for a Rock Canyon first down. So Brian Lamb, the first-year head coach for Rock Canyon after taking over for Tom Lynch. Going to drop to 1 and 5. He's had some injuries to deal with. William Walker, Wilson Hayworth, and John Riley has been missing since week 2. So getting a taste of battle in the Tough Pioneer League. And this is Webb running around the right-hand side. He'll be ahead for 8 out to the 48. Bring up a 2nd and 2 for Rock Canyon. This Rock Canyon crew went 4-2 in the league last year, made it to the playoffs, losing to Chaparral 43-3.
Chaparral bunch was pretty good last year. I'm not sure how they're doing this year, but they were pretty good last year.
And this is Webb, finds a cutback seam, gets ahead for the first down and a whole lot more, down to the 42 across the midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 and a Rock Canyon first down.
Well, it's almost like we watched Webb running in. Almost got stopped right there. Then he cut back to the right, found a lane, and got ahead for 10 yards. It's almost like the Doherty defense kind of looked at the scoreboard at halftime and lost some of their intensity. And momentum and intensity are two things that you do not want to lose on a football field because they're very hard to get back.
Dexter Webb just came in with 8 carries for 16 yards coming in. He's had a good bit of work tonight. This around the right-hand side is Trevor Howard. Webb is a junior, Howard is a sophomore. So skill positions as we've got a flag at the 41-yard line. Looks to be going against Rock Canyon.
It's going to be holding, partner.
So holding is assigned from George Demetrio. Flag sits at the 41-yard line, so this will back him up 10 from the spot.
Holding, 79 offense, 10-yard penalty, start the foul, repeat first down.
I've got Webb for 8 carries and 39 yards tonight, partner. Could be off a little bit, though, because he may have had a couple of them while I was out on the field, but that's what I got him for right now.
5'9", 180, kind of prototypical size for a running back. You get in that 5'8 to 5'11", 190 to 210 range. Trips to the left of the formation, bunched up. And the pitch off to Howard. Howard trying to find the corner. He'll get the penalty yardage back and a couple more down to the 41-yard line. That will bring up 2nd and 9. 3:25 left to go. The Spartans about to secure their first winning season at 5-1 since the 2006 season when they went 6-4.
That sure make Chris Knoll happy, didn't it?
Now next up after Valor Christian for Doherty, a big game with Fountain Fort Carson, and then the rivalry game as Webb goes around the right-hand side down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and a Rock Canyon first down.
A rivalry game with Palmer that we'll have our last regular
season broadcast coming up here.
I think we'll have a playoff game to cover this year.
Well, to tease next weekend, we've got Coronado shooting for 7-0 this weekend against Mitchell. Again, Coronado beat Mitchell last year. They've never beaten Mitchell back-to-back years. Give it off to Webb off the left-hand side, and a nice haul before he's finally met about 5 yards deep by Ken Stott, the 6'1" sophomore. That is going to be a gain of 6, bring up 2nd and 4. Ball spotted just shy of the 20. These offenses have been so proficient in the second half. My partner's iPad with our stat gathering information is locked up. Approaching the 2-minute warning, Hummel under center. And he'll roll out this way after on the play action fake.
Nice.
To the cone. The signal, touchdown.
Oh, that was pretty. Oh, that was pretty.
Grant Shutt, the 6'1" junior, with another catch.
What nice footwork by Shutt on that play. Watch this again, folks. Now watch. He's going to roll out to his right, which is the strong side for him, being a right-handed quarterback. Puts that ball right at the pylon, and he did the toe dance with his feet. You couldn't see it because of all the players in the picture there, but oh man, what a catch that was.
Ryan Shutt with his first catches of the year tonight and his first touchdown. And again, Ryan Hummel came in with 9 touchdowns through the air, add a couple more tonight. He does have the interception. That is his 4th on the year. But Rock Canyon continuing to battle despite the big deficit, and they make it 53-28 with 2:02 left to go. Chance to remind you that if you'd like to own a copy of this or any of the exciting action we bring you here on the District 11 channel, we have 3 ways for you to do it. Channel 16 at d11.org is the email address. 520-2269 is the phone number. And d11.org, on the bottom of the page, you will see the quick link to D11 on TV. And then in the upper left, you'll see the order form. DVDs, just $3 a copy. We will give you a call when we have those ready for you to pick up. There you see a very happy but cold Doherty homecoming crowd. The student section trying to keep each other warm. A lot of blankets in there, a lot of scarves in there, a lot of hats in there. Nobody with a bare chest and DHS painted across their chest. So
not tonight.
I think the parents have been pretty effective in teaching these youngsters.
No, I think the cold told them tonight.
Jaquan Baker gathers it in at the 2, and he'll bring it out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. So a return of 20 for the sophomore Baker. And now we've got an injured Jaguar down on the field. And again, our thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery for Connor Schmiedes, the 6'1" senior safety for Rock Canyon that towards the end of the first half went down making a solid tackle the way you teach it.
Textbook.
But on a cold night like tonight, and it's just one of those instances in football, and he was put on a backboard and taken into the locker room to warm up.
And when I was on the field, partner, he was appeared to be able to move his extremities, which obviously always is a absolutely great sign. And this young man sitting up now, that's another good sign. Let's take
Austin Cortum is the injured Jaguar. Let's take a look and see if we can.
Center your screen here, folks. There's 23 coming in from the right, it looks like. And there's a attempted tackle. Oh, he cracked his with one of his teammates there, partner. Watch this. And I mean, he really got it solid, too, because his teammate was going in to make the tackle. And his body weight was coming forward, and he hit his teammate as his teammate was going towards him. And obviously don't want to speculate on anything, but he might not know where he's at right now.
Cordum gingerly coming off the field, being assisted by some of the training staff.
Yeah, he may, there's 1:55 left in the game, but I think he would have seen his last play anyway.
New quarterback in for the Doherty Spartans. Looks to be number 10, Sergio Gordillo. 6'3", sophomore. Just shy of 200 pounds.
Got a little height on him. Call Coach Lane down there at Doherty and see if he might find a round ball that might fit into his hands.
New into the backfield is Tequan Baker, who returned that kick. So David Joyce clearing the bench tonight, both offensively and defensively. Baker with it around the right-hand side and room to run. Tequan Baker cuts it to the middle of the field, just enough to be caught from behind. Trying to make moves to beat the two downfield. Jaguars, Baker is ahead for a big gain of close to 30.
Very quick young man, not something that you don't like to see. You like to see that. Oh, busted play, partner.
And down will go Gordillo. Loss of 5 on the sack, all the way back to the 45 of Rock Canyon. But what a big night for the Doherty Spartans. Number 17, Kyle Carey, the 5'9" junior, into the end zone 5 times. To spur Doherty to this lead. This is Baker with the carry off the right-hand side. He'll get ahead for 1 down to the 44-yard line.
Just an overall great effort by the Spartans tonight. I think we'll get one more play in before everyone can take the helmets and call it a night.
A lot of the non-student fans have called it a cold night with Doherty up by 25 here, but the student section still in full voice to the right of your screen.
And if you think that's something, wait till Thursday night when we get to Sparta, Barry. They will be out in force Thursday night, because guess who's showing up?
Victory formation. Gordillo takes a knee. And the Doherty student section with their first booing of the night, as they wanted to see more offense.
I think we've seen enough of that.
One more kneel down inside of 20 seconds. And the Doherty Spartans will improve to 5-1 on the year, dropping Rock Canyon to just 1-5 on the year.
Well, the players have pretty much decided it's over. There it is.
And I don't think that the officiating crew is in any hurry to make Doherty snap another snap.
No, that's no sense.
So that is it. An impressive night for Doherty. They put up 33 before half. They add 20 just to make it look good in the second half. And they beat Rock Canyon by the final of 53-28. 5 touchdowns for Kyle Carey, the 5'9" junior, as we mentioned. For the student volunteers and media production services staff, for Haley Washington, for my partner Walter Johnson, I am Barry Reed. We hope you enjoyed it, folks. Have a great night. Up next for Rock Canyon, they will get Palmer, and they will host Palmer. And for Doherty, it is a trip next week to Valor Christian. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.